Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. If you've not been here before, you guys are probably watching this because you're interested, because you guys have been asking so many questions. Um, I don't want to edit this video, one, because I don't think I can. Just going over and over this topic again and again has been very difficult. It's been less than a week, and yeah, so you guys are watching this because I did lose my cat, Harry. You guys probably know him if you've been watching my channel for even just a week. He's in every single video of mine on accident because he's actually always with me. I also kind of tried to get ready for this video so I don't cry, so I'm going to try my best to kind of just explain the situation and move on. The reason I'm making this video is because I have so hundreds and hundreds of DMs on Instagram, and I haven't addressed it on my YouTube channel yet, so I just kind of want some closure. And it's not that I'm losing hope about the situation, but it's also something that has been really hard for me to live with every single day, with trying to be productive and kind of getting back to my normal routine. I've never really gone through anything like this, and it's also when anything unexpected happens, it's 10 times worse. So this is something that I never thought would happen to me. I never thought I'd have to go through this, but here we are, and that's just life, and it's definitely going to teach me plenty of lessons. So I guess we can start with the story. Um, I also just ask for like your guys' respect in the comments, and this isn't a video to like feel bad for me, to feel sorry for me. This is a video to kind of inform you guys, and then also just for closure on the entire situation, because getting messages 24/7 only makes it harder, even though I know you guys are only trying to show me love. So I lost Harry, my cat. He's 13 years old. I got Harry on Christmas. It was a gift to me and my brothers when we were little. I was 7 years old on Christmas, and my mom saved him from a local humane society. And I remember first getting him, and I was never a cat person. We always had dog pets, and it was right after my parents gave away our old dog because he was acting up. So it was our first cat in the family. I was just kind of new to it. I don't even really remember like the young days with Harry because I was so young, and I don't think I had that attachment to an animal like I do now. Harry and I grew up together, kind of him becoming more of my cat. It was just, if you guys have cats, you know that they tend to kind of claim one person as the owner, unlike dogs are kind of like friendly with everyone. Cats usually tend to find one person that they show their affection to the most. So Harry quickly became my cat. My family still loves him. They always hung out with him too, but I fed Harry, I took care of Harry, always slept with me every single night, always by my side. He was my best friend. And it's crazy to talk about a cat like that sometimes, I think, but um, it's just human nature. And if you guys, I know there's like cat people and dog people, and I feel like cat people are a little bit different, so hopefully you guys can understand me. But so I've had Harry since I was 7 years old. I just turned 20, so he's been with me my whole life, basically. All my life that I can remember. I don't know a day without him. Um, so on May 28th, what's today? June 1st, June 2nd. On May 28th, um, he must have gotten out at night. I can't remember if I let him out. I know one of our back doors was open. We have like a bunch of back doors in the back of our house. One of our back doors was open. I'm not sure when that was open or shut, therefore Harry can go outside. Also, sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. Harry is an outdoor cat. He was since the day we got him. Because we saved him, I believe he was probably already used to going outside since he was probably found as a stray. So right when we got him at my mom's house where I grew up, my parents were still married at the time, And Harry would go outside every single day at night all the time. He'd bring back, he's a very big hunting cat. His middle name is Hunter because of that reason. He would always come home with chipmunks and mice and all these things. He would bring them in my room. He brought mice in the room. We'd catch mice in our house. Just, he's always been a hunting cat. He's always been an outdoor cat. So we've never had issues with him. I remember my window at my mom's house is right in the front, and I always sleep with my window open. So I would always hear Harry fighting with animals outside at night, and it would freak me out. I'd get out of bed, I'd be up all night trying to find him, get him inside, and he would come home right away when I call his name. Call his name right on the porch, comes home within 5 minutes every single time. So my parents got divorced when I was in high school, and the past, like, I've probably been at my dad's house for like over 6 months now. I just kind of go back and forth with my parents. It's really hard for me to switch week by week, so I kind of like stick to one house for long periods of time now that I'm older. And I quickly found that Harry needed to be with me, so I decided, like 2 months after being at my dad's for a while, to bring Harry over to my dad's, because he always used to be at my mom's because that's where he grew up, that's where I grew up. But since I was staying at my dad's more, I wanted Harry to be with me. So my family was like, "Why don't you bring him with you? You can bring him back and forth, and he can, he's gonna be happier with you." Harry also has a mental disorder. He needs a lot of attention. He gets stressed very fast. When he gets stressed out, he physically gets sick with his bladder. He's always had some bladder issues. So him being with me was very important, like for his actual health and for my well-being as well. So I decided to bring Harry to my dad's. This was probably before Christmas, I want to say, so about 6 months ago. And it was so funny the first couple weeks. He was just loved it. He was exploring, and being in a new house for a cat is just always really fun. He was getting used to things. He quickly knew where my bedroom was, what bed I had. I got him all new cat stuff here, so I got him a little tree thing, and he made home really quickly. I had a number one rule. Harry was not allowed outside at my dad's house because he did not know the outdoor area, so he was never ever allowed outside here. And as it started to warm up and it got nicer outside, Harry knows that, and he starts getting stressed out, and he starts begging to go outside because he's known for that. I still said no, he's not allowed outside. I'm just not ready. I don't feel comfortable with him enough going outside. Eventually, in the springtime, I let him out on this back porch I'm sitting on right now. We live on like a small little lake and some windows. So I let Harry out one day when my whole family was home, and he was just hanging out on the deck in the yard very close by, and I was fine with it while I was watching him. He quickly learned the area, so that was probably about 3 months ago. Since then, Harry goes outside probably every single day, just like he did at my mom's, and he would always stay relatively close, and every time I call his name, he comes right back home to the porch, so he learned the area pretty quickly. I'm not exactly sure how like quickly animals remember that. In my mind, it felt like Harry didn't even know my mom's house anymore. I'm sure he does. I know cats have crazy memories. I just don't know if he got them confused or if he really settled here and kind of thought this of it as his home now. So, anyways, Harry was very comfortable at this house, outside, inside, for about 6 months, 3 months outside. So back to the 28th, the night that he went away. He never normally goes outside for a full night, and that was, I think, the number one problem here. I had my boyfriend over, and I was probably distracted with him, and my dog was actually sleeping outside of my bedroom, so Harry won't come in my room if Roxy's blocking the hallway, so I just kind of let it be, and I went to bed. The next morning I woke up and our cleaning lady was here, and my dad was already off at work, and I figured that night that Harry must have went in my little brother's room or my dad's room or whatever, because he wasn't coming into my room since Roxy was blocking my door. So when I woke up, I asked the cleaning lady, "Hey, have you seen Harry?" She said, "No, I haven't seen him yet," which is very weird because he's always around. Then I texted my dad, "Hey, have you seen Harry today?" Or last night, and he goes, "No, I haven't seen him." I was like, "Okay, whatever." So I checked the basement because Harry sometimes will go down there if he can't find me or if I'm not home. He'll kind of wander down into the basement and sleep down there. I looked the whole house, and then I was on the front porch calling him, calling him, calling him. He was not home. He was not coming home, which normally, like I said, he would always come home right when I call him. So this is the 29th in the morning, and even if he is outside all night, he would always come home in the morning because he's either hungry or he wants to rest. I like to say Harry is like outside. I feel like he thinks he's a big boy cat. He thinks he's a crazy animal, and he's very strong and powerful and likes to get in fights. He's not the nicest cat ever, but he does always come home to mama, and he always wants to sleep. He always wants to eat, and he's like a little baby when he's with me. So he has two very different sides, and I think it's kind of funny. So, as time went on, this is just not right. And I mean, your own cats, your own pets, how they act, what they like to do. So that's, I think, has been the hardest thing for me is people keep, literally as I turn the camera on, someone starts doing something over there. But anyways, my camera overheated, so I don't even really remember where I was. But I think I was talking about that morning. So he wasn't coming home. Sorry for the noises. I just wanted to film outside to be just kind of casual, but he didn't come home. And right away I thought, this is weird. This is not like him. And I just kind of felt like that whole day I stayed at home and just kept getting up and looking out the window, calling his name, going back and doing something, getting up, calling his name. Like that whole day kind of is a blur to me. And then by that night, the fact that he still wasn't home was just scary. I drove around my neighborhood for a few hours, back and forth, driving anywhere I could, calling his name. That night, I went and printed several posters, and I hung those up around my whole neighborhood. I posted on Facebook for the Love of Louie, which is like a Michigan site. I posted on Facebook about him. There's like certain sites you can post on to kind of spread the awareness. Nowadays, now we have the internet, it's a lot nicer to kind of spread that news. I posted on the app The Next Door, or The Neighbor, or Next Door? I don't know what it's called, but it's like a neighborhood app. Someone called a bunch of shelters for me, and so I did pretty much all I could that night, and I just kind of felt hopeless at the end of it because, just like the act of actually hanging up posters. I was actually vlogging the day I hung up more posters, so that vlog should be coming soon. And I seem pretty happy in the vlog, and it's just kind of my way of doing things, is trying to be as happy and positive as possible about a situation that you really don't have much control over. And that's really what this comes down to, is I've done as much as I can without dwelling every day, and I think that's all I can do. I don't know, and everyone, like I said, everyone keeps messaging me, he's gonna come back. Cats will leave for weeks at a time and come back like nothing happened. Cats have come back after a year, and that's amazing. That's like so cool, and I hope one day Harry does show up at my front porch, but I think the situation is unique just because Harry is a fighter, and I am very worried, but also pretty positive that Harry must have gotten a fight with someone he shouldn't have. There are coyotes in this neighborhood in my area of Michigan. There's big raccoons, there's big animals that Harry just cannot fight, but he thinks he can, and he doesn't have his front claws, so, and I don't want to assume something so negative, but it's also like just a closure and peace of mind to me. Harry lived such a long, beautiful life. This never should have happened, and I wish it didn't, but it did. And I know having hope is a good thing, but also at the same time, having hope means every time I drive through my neighborhood, I'm looking out for my cat. Every time I pull up in my driveway, I'm thinking of my cat. Every time I walk past my front door, I'm looking outside, looking for my cat. And it's like, that gets in the way of my mental health and being productive and not having that on my mind constantly. So yeah, if he does come home in 3 weeks, in a year, in a month, whatever that is, that's crazy, and that's beautiful if he does, but I can't sit around every day thinking, oh, he's gonna be home today, because it's just not helping me. So I just want closure on the entire thing, and I'm gonna say this as well, I think everything happens for a reason, and timing is crazy in my mind. If you guys have watched some of my vlogs, you know I've been trying to move out. I've been looking forever to move out, but like recently it's been a lot more serious. The original place I was planning on moving out is not going to work, and yeah, but I still am 95% sure I'm moving out with within this summer, within June, within July, hopefully we'll be out of the house. And I think that's crazy that Harry ran away right before I was gonna move out. I think that's really weird. If the other place originally worked out, I was supposed to be moved in yesterday. On June 1st was move-in day, which is crazy that he ran away May 28th, and I was gonna move out. And that's the weird, because when I moved out, he could have come with me, but I was just gonna kind of take it slow and not bring him with me at first and kind of see how things go. I would have been able to have him, but it's just kind of like, it would have been a little difficult, and I thought he might be more comfortable here, and then I could visit him. So I think that's kind of interesting, like right before I'm about to kind of start a new chapter. He runs away, and I don't want to say ran away, he just got out. I don't know if he might have got lost in the neighborhood, he may have got killed, or he may just like be doing what he wants to do. I don't know. I really don't know. He is also a very talkative, active, loud cat that's not very nice to anyone but me or people he knows. So it's very doubtful that someone has him in his house. It's very doubtful that someone found him and is taking care of him, because I don't think Harry would allow that. Harry's very cautious of who he talks to. He's not, yeah, he has a big personality. He's not scared, but he's also not a cat that would be like skittish and like take any comfort he can. I really don't think he would. And I did everything. I put all his stuff outside. People said they can smell themselves from miles away, so I tried doing all of that. I've had phone calls from people saying they've seen my cat, but it's not him. I've had posts saying this looks like your cat, but it's not him, and that just sucks. Like having that, someone saying, "Oh, I think I found your cat," which is so nice. I really appreciate them helping, and it's just not them. Like there's so many orange and white cats, but yeah, so really I just want some closure. I hope this situation like is informative to you. I don't know what I really like. I don't even know if I told that story correctly, but it's pretty much been about a week now, almost a week, and it's been hard. Definitely hard to sleep at night. Definitely been like mind clogged, and trying to do the best that I can. And like I said, you always have to stay positive, reste positif, like I always say. It's all you can do. You can do as much as you can on your terms, but some things are just out of your control, and that's how things go. And I don't know, timing is everything. I think everything happens for a reason, and I think it's just so crazy. The hardest part now is to know what to do with his things. I have all his toys and his litter box, and like I have hope for him to come home, but at the same time it's like, do I let that just sit here? So hopefully once I'm able to move out soon, get into my own place, and kind of start a new chapter, have my own new space that is like new for me and no memories of that. And I don't want to make them negative memories, but it's definitely like gets in my way of like being upset when I see things. Yeah, and I know it'll take time, like it hasn't been that long. It will take time to really like appreciate like and see the beauty in things, but right now it does hurt. So yeah, that's that. I don't want to talk too long. I know I've already been filming for a while, and I hope you guys can get some insights. And thank you for all the kind words. Thank you for all the helpful messages. I've done everything I can to find him, and I really appreciate all your love. So if you guys are going through anything negative or devastating in your life, and I know a cat isn't the biggest problem people have, but this can kind of go into many situations that you can do as much as you can, and then eventually things can get out of your control, and you have to find closure for yourself. You have to find happiness in the situation. You have to find reasonings in the situation on why it happened. So I know that can be hard, it takes time, but I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to get back on posting as much as I can. I know you guys have been asking for vlogs and makeup videos. They're coming, I promise. I also never posted my pink hair video. I'm trying to find the footage for it. It was kind of all over the place. So let me know down below if you still want to see the pink hair video. I do have a video I filmed while I was dyeing my hair. So please let me know down below. I need comments. I need help on what you guys want to see. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.